Hello, my beautiful Facebook fam bam. Emily Diamond here. I hope you. Hey, everybody. I think my live is a bit funny. We'll see if I can get it. Oh, it's working! Hooray! Hope you're all having a beautiful, beautiful day. And I wanted to talk about one of my favorite topics with you all. I want to talk about compartmentalization. So, traumatic events, really significant individual events that provoke a really big stress response from our nervous system cause compartmentalization. They cause a real narrowing of focus and a separation of things. It focuses to only really give attention to our top couple of values. So all the other things that we can normally handle and we can normally think about and we can normally cope with all go down the gurgler. And also moderate stress over a prolonged period of time also causes this compartmentalization, this narrowing of focus, this putting different things in different silos in our life, not being able to think in a multidimensional way, think laterally. And that's really where all of our resourcefulness and creativity and human ingenuity is. So when we are wanting to deal with complex situation, we're wanting to be emotionally sensitive, we're wanting to be able to be creative and make really good quality decisions, it really matters that you are the opposite of compartmentalized. So the opposite of compartmentalized is integrated. And the big news for me, as you guys know, is hi, nice to see you for those joining me. The big news for me, as you guys know, is that in April, on April 4th, which is April 5 Australian time, I contributed all of the coaching to a book that's being published in the USA called Balance is BS, How to Have a Work-Life Blend. Because we've been sold this paradigm, this concept of balance, and it's actually promoted more stress, more compartmentalization, more burnout, because it's conditioned us and encouraged us to view our life as all these different areas and to be contributing certain amount of energy to each of those areas. And that's not naturally how our brain works when it's integrated. So balance, the concept of balance, has actually been promoting and reinforcing compartmentalization as opposed to integration. What do we do about that? Okay, well, we have to address all the paradigms around balance that we've been conditioned and have been kind of fed to us that aren't true, that are BS, right? So we have to take out the trash there. And then we also have to look at what our value system is, because you can only really live a satisfying life when you know what your core values are. So gurus and celebrities talk about it being authentic or a value-centric life. But for ordinary people, what does that mean? So this book really addresses that. It was written by my colleague and collaborator Tamara Lohr, who's a global award-winning marketing strategist, and she does asset-based business building strategy. She is a phenomenal businesswoman. We've worked together for many years. She was a client of mine for many years, and she asked me to contribute because the coaching that I did with her enabled her to go to that much higher level of performance from a localized little business to a global business, because she began to integrate, and she calls it blending, which is really cool. So she came up with this concept of a blend, which is way more attractive language than integration. I know that the boffins like me, we love those kind of words, but for the ordinary folks, yeah, it's about this blend. So chucking out balance and integrating blending into your life. So that's the big news for me. That book's coming out, and really it's all around this favorite premise I have, and it's a fundamental technical principle that's in all of my work, that whenever we're doing a group program, whenever we're coaching people individually, whenever we're coaching leaders in business, managers in business, anybody, we're looking at how to have them be the most integrated, have to have their behavior be an expression of their value system, and also ensure that parts of their neurology are integrated. So when people have had these significant emotional events, these significant stressors, whether they be short incidents that are a really big deal, or they are multiple small events or constant events over a prolonged period of time, we need to make sure that neurology becomes reintegrated back into the rest of their nervous system. And that's to do with integration techniques that are, again, I really love to talk technical, and it's not that very helpful for everybody, but they're called processing techniques. So they're not conventional therapy where you talk about your problems over and over and over again. No, they're really cool, what we call dissociative integration techniques that people who've done my workshops and worked privately with me know suddenly you don't have to keep talking about the same problem over and over again to get resolution on it, to get the sense of closure. So most of us have experienced closure before, and closure is one of the words we use. It's the sensation of integration. So if you are wanting to know what integration feels like and look like for an ordinary person, it's that sense of closure. It's also a sense of satisfaction. So this book, this handbook, and then all the exercises in it that I provided really take you through that. And I've been working on developing the program, the course that people can do, like a self-paced course to follow on from the book, because the biggest feedback we got from test users is they want to now start blending really actively in their life and how to do that. So we're finishing up a test version of that course right now. If any of you want to be involved in the test version, there's a 2-week window where you get to test it. Okay, you get invited into this private little group where you test it, and if you know that you've got integration desires, if you've got compartmentalization stressors, then, and if you've been kind of binding into the idea of balance and you know that it's not healthy, you know it's burning you out, it's stressing you out, it's just another thing to think about and deal with, then definitely PM me and let me know that you're interested in being a guinea pig for us, because we also have a opportunity for people to do advanced viewing of the book, and I'm about to email everybody who's in my email list about getting an advanced copy of the book, which is amazing. So you get an advanced copy for free, and then the day it gets released you buy it on the day that it gets released. It's a strategy that we're using to get Amazon to rank us as a bestseller, because you have to kind of play by the rules of Amazon. So if you're either interested in doing the digital preview of the course or in being an advanced reviewer of the book, please send me a message or PM me and I will let you know that. But yeah, fundamentally it all comes down to this process of integrating your stresses, integrating your values, being able to live a values-centric life and have that satisfaction, that fulfillment, that completion, and not the constant thing of being pulled in between things and feeling guilty that you're not giving yourself to all these different areas of this, trying to perpetuate this false paradigm of balance. So I'm sending you guys all my love. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will chat to you probably on Sunday. I'm jumping on a plane on Sunday, so I'll probably do some lives from the airport, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.